Paula Diaz. I am from the Philippines and I'm here to share with you my journey as a VA site finder here at Mountbatten Estates.
Hi everyone, this is Dave from Mountbatten Estates, and today we've actually got Paula, a young girl who spent quite a lot of time with us learning all the interesting things surrounding site finding. So I'm actually going to send it over to Paula right now to introduce herself. Paula, could you kindly tell us who you are, where you're from, and tell us a little about, yourself?
Okay. Hi Dave and hi to everyone. My name is Paula and I'm here to share my journey as a VA site finder at Mountbatten Estate. I'm from the Philippines and I applied for this job even if I know that it was not related to my previous job or my industry because it's an opportunity to work from home. So I went through a lot of stages with my application. It was thorough, long process, but luckily after diligently and patiently waiting, at the end of that stage, which is the interview with Dave, I passed and I was happy and grateful that I was given an offer and an opportunity. So when I started the training, I don't have any knowledge about real estate because this is a different field to me, or even site finding or any or the tools used to find sites. So I was nervous, of course, because just like what I've said, I'm new with this journey. I don't have any knowledge or background about site finding. So during my first week or first or 2 days with my training, I struggled a little bit because there's a lot of things that I don't know, terminologies, like a lot of stops that I was finding my way to it. But also at the same time, I felt excited because I'll have new experiences, I'll gain knowledge, and I know that I'm going to learn a lot from the training. And I said to myself that after this, I'll be a skilled VA site finder who knows how to find good quality sites. And right now, 80% to 90% sure that I do know how to find good quality sites. And yeah, also everything takes a little bit of a time. So during the training there were days that I struggled, I made mistakes and learned from my mistakes. And here I am now, completed and graduated from the training, and I'm now working with a developer. So I'm truly grateful to Mountbatten and to you, Dave, for the opportunity.
Oh, amazing. Thank you for that testimonial. So it was quite challenging. There's a huge amount to learn. How did you actually cope with all that? Because I do chuck quite a lot of information and knowledge your way, and it can, I mean, to be fair, a lot of people would struggle, maybe even find it a little bit overwhelming. How did you actually cope with all that?
I've coped with all that because Mountbatten has a training team and there's a support team. So there were days that I don't know where to start, but I have this the training team to help me, guide me where to, what to do next, what to do after that, and then it's not hard to ask questions because everyone's very supportive and approachable.
So let's get on to planning. I haven't talked really enough or too into detail with planning. Quite a bit of a minefield. Um, we did cover a lot of the new planning changes to the youth class order that came out recently, all the PD stuff, airspace PD, commercial to resi opportunities. What was it like learning planning? Because it's quite a difficult subject to learn, especially when English isn't your first language.
Yes.
But yeah, tell me how you kind of coped with that.
Well, yeah, it was hard at first because it's new. Everything's new. There's a lot of terminologies that I don't know. There's this change of class from the old to the new one.
Right.
There's this class E,
That's
class
right.
MA.
Yeah.
I've learned about that class E buildings have, especially if it's vacant, it's easier to develop, convert it to anything you like C3, you
Yeah.
know.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I've learned all of that through the training.
Brilliant. And let's talk a little bit about Nimbus. I know we don't rely on Nimbus because there's other tools, there's not software, but other ways of finding sites that we bring into all this kind of training program as well. But we do use Nimbus quite a lot. I mean, none of these girls knew about Nimbus literally a month ago, whenever they did their training. So what was it like learning Nimbus to help you find these sites? What was that like?
Well, to be honest, Nimbus is really a user-friendly system. Like the first week, I didn't use Nimbus. I was just watching you through the live training session. And then after that, after my first time using Nimbus, I was amazed because I already know how to, use it. Like it's the layers, it's just easy to turn on and it's really very user friendly. It's a really great tool to use to find sites.
Amazing. On a scale to 1 to 10, what would you say your competency level of Nimbus is right now? 10 being really good, 1 being very bad.
Well, I guess 9.5.
Wow. Wow, that is really good. To be fair, you've pretty much lived on the software every single day, so
Yes.
there probably isn't much about that software you don't know. So I actually believe I would tend to agree that it's probably 9.5. Okay, so you've you've all kind of created a bit of a community here, haven't you? You know, this isn't just a job or just coming, somewhere where you come to learn something and you've just left. Tell everyone a little bit about the community, the people you work with, maybe even the friends that you've made off the back of all this.
Well, yes, I only know one person from Mountbatten, which is my friend. But when I got into the training, there's a lot of people that I met that I'm now friends with, and it's a really good community. Like, there's room for growth, progress, and improvement, and it will boost your confidence. Especially, there's a community that will help you whenever whenever you're in need of help. And also, I'm happy that I remember when we have our live training sessions, he always tell us that it's a long-term job, it's for a lifetime, and you're always there to support us and also your amazing team at Mountbatten Estate. So I'm really grateful to be part of the community or to be part of Mountbatten Estate.
That's incredible. I mean, what we've tried to do is create a community where everyone feels appreciated, respected. It's a safe haven. You can come, you can ask. There's no silly questions. If there was a question or a query or something about a site that needed to be queried or asked, or maybe even a question regarding planning on a site, whatever it is, whatever it looks like, I always encourage everyone to come in, and between myself, my team, and everyone else that is within this community, there's more than enough brain power to be able to solve any potential issues or any questions anyone has, and it's really endearing to see that in action. We've also kind of created a online monthly ongoing support with all the VA. So whenever, the planning system always changes, there's always something new coming out. So what we've done is created a monthly accountability where all the VAs come back, they go through some old content, some new content, some maybe changes to the planning system, whatever it is. Maybe even ask some questions regarding sites they have, or maybe even go through some more live site finding. Maybe I flagged, one recent one we did recently was we actually flagged up quite a few potential sites that were a little bit complicated, and we had a short list, and we actually went through all these complicated sites because at some point the VAs will actually come across this type of problem, so now they're equipped to be able to handle that and deal with it and know potentially how to actually move forward with it. So they're always getting ongoing support and training and mentorship and improving their knowledge, which is fantastic, really.
Yeah.
So you're working with a developer right now. What's that like?
It's amazing because from the training, the things that I learned from the training, all those, how to find sites, how to find good quality sites, what are the risks, what are the constraints, I get to apply it to my developer, and I get to help him with his business, with his development.
Brilliant. And how many sites would you say you're finding every month, roughly?
Right now, we only have only one area, so roughly 100 sites.
Amazing. Really good. And what would you say for any person who is watching this and thinking, well, maybe do I need a VA? Do I not want a VA? What would you say the benefits that you can bring to someone? What are the advantages of working with someone like yourself, Paula?
Well, the advantage of working with the VA. So if you're anyone interested with getting the service, wanting a VA, my advice to you is just to go for it, because it's guaranteed that after the training program, the VAs at Mountbatten Estates are well equipped to find good quality sites using different ways, especially those that are the ones that are off markets. And if you don't have time, if you're very busy, then this is really a good opportunity to take, because we or there will be someone that will help you or do the job for you. So do not hesitate and just go for it. Like get a VA at Mountbatten Estate.
Brilliant. Um, I think it's fair to say as well, we don't just train the VAs up purely on site finding, because we know that once a developer has a site, there's a few things that need to happen thereafter. One is we need to analyze the site. We need to make the offer. Once the offer is accepted, we need to create a corporate brochure and an investor pack, because the investor pack goes to the investor. Corporate brochure stroke investor pack goes to the senior lender, so we can get some terms on the go. So there's quite a few steps that need to happen straight after. And what we've done is we've equipped and trained the VAs to do this for you. You know, they're able to make the offer. They're able to do the corporate brochures, investor packs. You know, they're able to lead gen data entry, updating CRMs, not only just getting the letters out, but also some of the more complicated admin tasks as well that need to be done on a regular basis. So yeah, even social media, you know, we train them up on how to do social media as well, even though they know they've got a good comprehension already. This is done with a view of growing and scaling the developer's brand. So all these kind of little things come into play as well. So all I'm trying to say is they've got some incredible transferable skills that would benefit any developer, not just site finding, but everything else that needs to happen as well. Paula, thank you so much. That's been incredible to have you on here. It's been
Thank you so much
delightful
as
with
well,
you.
Dave.
No, it's my pleasure, honestly. It's amazing spending so much time with you, training you and the girls up. It's been an absolute pleasure. If anyone wants to learn a little bit more about what we do, how we do it, and a little bit more on the training, maybe even come and see this live in action. You know, we do have our workshop 1 and our workshop 2. Workshop 1 is effectively the site finding. What we train you on. We've got an architect that comes in and shows you how to do feasibility studies and looks at constraints. Then we've got a broker who comes in and talks about 100% development finance. We also do live site finding on the day as well. But then we've got a workshop 2, which is effectively once we found the site, we know what we can do, and we know how to finance it. Then we need to put it together. We need to get the contractors in, the build team, the contracts. But also we're talking about project delivery, all the steps that you need to do to get that development across the line and completed. So it's really a really good additional add-on to workshop 1 if you do attend workshop 2 as well. But I can talk a little bit more about that if anyone's got any interest. As always, thank you so much, Paula.
Yes, thank you too.
Please come back and see me if there's anyone else.
Thank you, Dave. It's a pleasure to work with you and to be part of Mountbatten.
No, pleasure's all mine. It genuinely is, Paula. Lovely. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Any questions, please do feel free to come back to me or my team. I'm always glad to help. All right. Bye for now.